Welcome to Tweakatune, the YouTube channel created to provide feedback and promotion from songwriters all over the world. Now join us for this week's edition of Tweakatune.
Hi everybody, I'm Mary Dawson. It's my pleasure to welcome you again to another episode of Tweakatune. And we hope that you're enjoying these segments as much as we're enjoying the songs you're sending to us, so please keep them coming. Now our featured writer today is Joe Jeppy from Las Vegas, Nevada. Joe is a longtime songwriter and longtime member of the Las Vegas Songwriters Association. He describes himself as an old-time rock and roller who has fallen in love with country music. During the daytime, he's a small businessman, but during the evening hours and on weekends, he writes great songs. His song today is called Again. Let's listen.
Staring out into the darkness, loneliness takes me for a ride. I think of you and I wonder when I'll be by your side again, again. Sometimes in the morning a dream just won't fade away. I hold on to your pillow, and for a moment I pray again, again. It's so hard living when your heart is all alone. I can face eternity if you're there to welcome me home. Walking along in the evening, I look up at the stars in the sky. I think about my final hour, when we will never have to say goodbye. Again, 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 again. We will never say goodbye again. I'll hold you in my arms again. I'll see your face and smile again.
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is that I can tell Joe is an experienced songwriter. He is using one of the most popular song structures in commercial music today. It's not a verse-chorus song structure, it is an AABA. Now that may sound a little confusing, but that means that there's no chorus in this song form. There are 3 verses, A always stands for a verse, and then we break away into a B section or bridge, which contrasts musically and lyrically with the rest of the song. And it's a great way to communicate songs, and Joe knows that, and he has used it very effectively. He starts the song with a kind of nice minor melody with an introduction, and then he moves into the first verse, which gives us the first clue that this is going to be kind of a sad or a bittersweet song. Staring out into the darkness, loneliness takes me for a ride. That gives us the clue that there's some kind of issue going on here. In verse 2, he builds on that, where he talks about waking up in a dream in the morning and holding onto the pillow of his loved one. And we know that this is getting to be very big. It's something very serious. But it's not until we get to the bridge or B section that we understand that this may have to do with something even bigger when he introduces the word eternity. He says, "It's so hard living when your heart is all alone. I can face eternity if you're there to welcome me home." Now we know that there may be a death involved, and that's very important, because in the last A section, he confirms that when he says, "Walking along in the evening, I look up at the stars in the sky. I think about my final hour when we'll never have to say goodbye again. I'll hold you in my arms again. I'll see your face and smile again." So he ends with a real nice note of hopefulness and positive thinking at the end of this song. So it's a very well-crafted song. Joe did an excellent job with the AABA song form. And so I think that he is obviously very, very knowledgeable about songwriting, and he did a wonderful job. Well, let's see, what can I suggest for tweaks on this song? It's very, very well written. I think the only hurdle I can foresee is that it's on a subject that's kind of dark. It's on the subject of death. And these kinds of songs are very hard to place sometimes. But I think it would be perfect in a film or television drama where that is part of the plot. So I would encourage Joe to keep his ear to the ground for those kinds of opportunities. And I think he'll have a really good, successful song here. Okay, everybody, what did you think of Joe's song? And now it's your turn to give us your input. You can post your comments either on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Please do so. Even if you're just a listener, you've never written a song in your life, you are very important. Songwriters are nothing without listeners. And as Jimmy Buffett says, songwriters write the songs, but they really belong to the listener. So we want to hear from you. And all you songwriters, please dig out your songs. Christmas is coming, holiday songs are welcome, but we need you to be very careful to follow specifically the guidelines on our Facebook page for submissions. We need 5 things from you. We need the song as an MP3. We need a lyric sheet typed on a Microsoft document. That would be great. We need a bio information on you, short bio. Definitely need a photo of you. And we also need a release form signed by anyone who was involved in writing the song. If you are a co-writer, make sure that everyone involved signs. But please let us hear from you. We're looking forward to hearing your songs, and we here at Tweakatune believe that you deserve to be heard. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Tweakatune. Now we want to hear from you. Visit the link to our Facebook page to download submission guidelines. Until we tweak again, keep writing.